I guess it's been about a week now since the results, the US elections, but also the UK as well. Conservative Party electing a very far-right candidate who looks like me. And it's not even just that, actually. I think because of the elections and all the news, I've been susceptible to so many other news stories. So, like, I don't know if you guys heard about Iran, was it Iraq? Potentially lowering the age of marriage for women from 18 to 9. I've been caught up with all the things going on with that case where the husband for 50 years was like bringing men to abuse his wife. I can't remember the name of the case, but there's just one thing about me is that after 2020 George Floyd, how I did self-care was I limited news. Like, I just limited the amount of news that I take in. And so I think this week has been super difficult because I've actually been more susceptible to news. Like, I've actually been kind of watching the news and listening to like different opinions and takes, why did Democrat lose? Kamala Harris and what it means for America, what it means for the world. But then all the other news pieces come out as well, right? Like, again, even the Church of England and Justin Welby, the Archbishop, stepping down because he was part of, I guess, a cover-up of the most prolific sexual abuser in the Church of England. I mean, it's just disgusting, basically, is what I'm saying. It's like, there's just so much stuff, I guess, you can take in that can really break you down or make you feel really just sad about the world or frustrated about the world. And I feel like a lot of people probably feel this way. I know there's a lot of that discourse of, okay, let's just give up then. Good luck, everyone. I'm signing out, The term is F around and find out. And so all the, I guess, Trump voters, let's see what happens now. But the reality is we know is that we are going to be affected too. Like, it's never that simple, especially as black people, black women. A lot of the policies will really impact us. I know I'm not based in America, but I studied in America. BYP Network also is based out in America, so shout out to all our American members. But also here in the UK, we're impacted by what goes on in America. But I say all this to say that, like, we still have to, one, get back to self-care. I think that's important. Like, slow down, pause, do what you need to do to kind of get back to yourself, and take as long as you need. But you have to start again. You have to restart. You can't stop and just be done, because if we do that, if everybody in the center left, or whatever they want to call it, gives up and stops, then the world will continue to be bad and get worse than our, worst imagination. Like, to me now, the worst imagination is like what's going on in Iraq. Men controlling, a country and saying we're going to lower the age of consent to 9. Like, that's extreme. And I'm not saying that's going to happen in America or the UK or anywhere like that, but my point is that it can become extreme. And so we can't really give up on the fight. We can't give up on anything that we're doing in diversity, equity, inclusion, in community gatherings, in protesting or fighting for our rights and justice and equality. We can't actually give up because it feels like we've lost. If you take an athlete, for example, every 4 years there's an Olympics, you could lose, obviously, your race in that Olympics or your event, but then you've got another 4 years to keep going, show up every day, do all the technical work, all the stuff that you need, and you can win in the next 4 years, right? The aim isn't just to keep losing or to not try for the next time, because the 4 years will come. And I think that's what we have to focus on now. We have to focus on, okay, we can be sad, we can be upset, we can be angry, we can shut ourselves out, but we have to pick ourselves back up and we have to get back on with it. So for those of you listening, I just want to say, like, keep your head up. Just look at the gains, look at the positives, look at just how much we have gained from all the years of God knows what abuse we've been through as a community. But we have people in powerful places and positions. You are powerful and you and your voice matters. And so it's time for us to remobilize and continue the fight, essentially.